So in this video, I'm going to try to teach you how to convert from polar to rectangular equations. It's kind of similar to in that chapter when we had to use all of these different equations, like 1 is equal to cosine squared of theta plus sine squared of theta, and you just have to use all these equations until you get to the equation that is of the form x plus y equals a number. So the best way to do this, I guess, is just to give you an example. So in our homework we had a problem, and it's 6 is equal to r cosine of theta minus pi over 4. So if you remember back to an earlier chapter, we learned that you can expand this out. So that's what we're going to do first. So 6 is equal to r times the quantity of cosine theta times cosine of pi over 4. And then if you remember, if it's a negative, then you add. If it's positive, then you subtract. So here we're going to add. Sorry, I'm using my phone and trying to write at the same time. Okay, so if you expand it out, you get that, right? And then you can simplify that. So 6 is equal to r times cosine of theta, and then cosine of pi over 4 is rad 2 over 2, plus sine of theta. Sine of pi over 4 is also rad 2 over 2. And then you can distribute the r. And the reason why we want to do this is because if you look up here, one of the equations is r cosine of theta and r sine of theta. This way we can get an x and a y into the equation, because ultimately we want it to be a rectangular equation, which is of the form x plus y. So becomes r cosine of theta rad 2 over 2 plus sine theta, r sine theta rad 2 over 2. So now you see how x is equal to r cosine of theta. So we can replace this right here with x and y. So we get 6 is equal to x rad 2 over 2 plus y rad 2 over 2. So since we want this to, I guess, look a lot nicer, we can expand this out. So multiply both sides by 2. So 12 is equal to rad 2x plus rad 2y. And then you divide both sides by rad 2. So 12 over rad 2 is equal to x plus y. And then if you want to, rationalize the denominator, you'll end up with 6 rad 2 is equal to x plus y.